Hey guys, welcome to week 3. Okay, so this week you guys should have read pages 22 through 40, and your AB2 is due on the 14th by 11:59. So far, you should have submitted AB1 and mini lesson 1 on Brightspace. There was a little bit of I don't even know how a quagmire, I guess. But we have everything ironed out now. And this is what happens when you move to a new digital learning platform. Things get lost in the mix. So I am giving you a grace period on those 2 assignments. If they are turned in by Friday, they will be given full credit. Gabe, you're in good shape. Both of your things are turned in on time. So as long as those assignments are turned in by Friday at 11:59, I will not count them late. However, if they're not in by Friday, I will not be able to give you any credit on AB1, and you will receive probably half credit or less on your mini lesson. So let's go through some housekeeping. We've talked about assignments. Drop boxes are now visible. I worked with Dr. Jones last night, and we were able to get that ironed out. Communication. I have received a couple emails from you guys. Some of you are using the IM on Brightspace, which is perfectly fine. So IM or email. Let's talk about whether or not we want to do a WebEx or a Zoom or a FaceTime. I want you guys to think about that, and maybe we can create a time that'll work for both of us, or all three of us, and see if I can answer some of your questions that way. As far as ABs, obviously, pretty simple guidelines, APA format, at least a page over a scholarly reviewed article. So a scholarly article, peer-reviewed, about the topic of the reading. So, we should have had AB1, should have been about inquiry, and AB2 should be about science practices and inquiry process skills, somewhere in that realm. As long as you have those turned in and they meet those minimum guidelines, you guys are going to get full credit for those ABs. I use those as a way to create dialogue between you and I, to help make you a better writer, a better instructor, to challenge your thought process on different curriculum approaches. When we're talking about the mini lesson grade sheet is up. So it is on the website. You should be using that to guide your creation of a mini lesson. They should be 10 to 15 minutes long, you doing a science demonstration and probably a little instruction related to it, and maybe an assessment piece there at the end. They're super easy. I'm not grading them extra hard. Again, this is just for me to see your instructional style and maybe critique that a little bit, see if you're prepared, see if you're going through the motions of trying to do these things, or if you're just kind of mailing it in. Next week, you guys will have mini lesson 2. Hopefully, I will have the feedback to you for your mini lessons. The ABs that I have received, feedback is being emailed to you as we speak. So if I have not received your AB, I cannot give you feedback. So hopefully I will receive those soon. Moving on. So when we talk about the content of this chapter, it's pretty straightforward. And I will go back through and kind of talk about some practices and processing skills. But because I came across a very beneficial podcast that is a little bit over an hour long, that I want to require you guys to listen to. I'm going to cut this video a little short, so hopefully this week you'll only have an hour and 15 minutes of content to go through. Usually my videos will be 15 to 20 minutes, but like I said, with me assigning this podcast, I'm going to hope that you listen to it and you get a lot from it. Field's coming up, so this will prepare you for a lot of things you're going to see in schools as you go to field. All right, so with that in mind, I want to leave you with this thought. You have to take care of the Maslow before you can do the Bloom stuff.